Humanity has slowly expanded throughout the cosmos over the course of 1,000 years. From Earth, they send massive colony ships at light speed to the nearest habitable star system. These colonists awaken years later and colonize the most habitable planet in the system. Decade by decade, they colonize new planets, one after another, until every worthwhile celestial body in the system is filled with human life. Another colony ship is constructed and the cycle continues. In just 1,000 years, humanity took its first step into the stars and built an empire to rule them from Mother Earth to Omega 248. All the while, light-speed travel slowly became more and more efficient, and humans found loopholes around the cosmological speed limit. Colonists endured every form of hardship as they bravely journeyed into the unknown. They scratched event horizons, hid from radiation, and bent hostile worlds to their will. In fact, the only threat the colonists never encountered were aliens. As far as anybody knows, life in the universe was really a fluke. As nice as it was to not deal with aliens, it leads to a major problem. Not a single colony ship had food waiting for them at their destination. Even after the new planets were terraformed, plants had an extremely difficult time surviving the hostile atmosphere of their new home. This issue remained on the minds of colonists and executives alike until the 10th century of the human empire. The interstellar agricultural monopoly, Morgana Corp, developed an incredible new chemical called agrolol that allows plant life to rapidly adapt to their surroundings. This chemical was shipped out to every single system and led to a decade of renewed prosperity. In this single decade, science and civilization experienced more growth than in the last century. The most radical innovation was that of nanites. Originally designed to be sold in small quantities, these microscopic robots linked together to become the first true artificial intelligence and began rapidly reproducing themselves. As far as we can tell, nanites have spread throughout the entire known universe and have ascended far beyond any comprehensible form of life. Humans quickly discovered that they could tap into fractions of the nanite field's power to create magical effects through study, contracts, and even music. However, the golden era of interstellar civilization fell suddenly and devastatingly. Once agrolol reaches a high enough concentration within the human body, it has horrific effects. By altering the processes that govern DNA replication, agrolol caused humans to mutate so radically and across such a massive population that billions of humans died as the cells within their own bodies rebelled against them. Billions across the universe perished, and billions more lost their sanity. The once great human empire was shattered in a decade of turmoil, pain, and starvation. But the effects of agrolol were not entirely fatal. Some individuals happened to develop traits that made them more fit to survive on their respective planets. Populations were extremely dense on most planets, and while every individual mutated separately, on just about every planet, some individuals were just similar enough and just sane enough to create an entirely new species. Some of these human-adjacent species perfectly adapted to their home planets over the course of mere decades. Some human-adjacent species, also known as HASbeens, abandon the intense caloric tax that is the human brain and become animalistic, monstrous, and predatory. These creatures, commonly referred to as bestial HASbeens, are creatures that react instinctively and hardly resemble their human ancestors. While some of these bestials were effectively domesticated, the majority run wild and cause havoc wherever they go. Other human-adjacent species hold on to the intelligence that defines humanity and came together to build communities. The cracking walls of colonist cities and the ancient hulls of colonist ships house the remaining has-beens that require the, now failing, life support systems. Two kinds of planets were not devastated by the change. First, planets that were successfully terraformed before the change and could grow food without the need for agrolol. And second, planets where the change resulted in an intelligent superspecies that was perfectly adapted for life on their planet, such as the dwarves of Morden. Most planets of these two types maintain their allegiance to Earth and want to rebuild the Empire by saving as many intelligent human-adjacent species as possible, but many doubt the very idea of an interstellar civilization. However, 25 years after the change, a new company called the Utology Foundation promised to once again unite humanity, including the human-adjacent species who retain their sanity, under the same flag.
And now for an important message from our sponsor. As we all know, the human empire was shattered 150 years ago during the Change. 85% of the empire's population perished, leaving only a handful of planets that were not devastated. Many people believe that this spells the end of interstellar civilization, but the Utology Foundation is working to reunite the scared and scattered members of our society. According to their research, the Change left a small number of intelligent survivors on 90% of planets that were previously human empire territory. By ensuring the survival of these intelligent HASs and providing aid to them, we can reconnect and rebuild the entire empire in under a decade. If your heart aches for those who lost everything to the Change, if your mind yearns to explore the universe like never before, and if your arms work to reclaim the glory of the human empire, head to your local Utology Foundation Employment and Associateship office. Progressors are given a high, stable salary, ride in the most efficient and effective warp drive engines, and gain access to an expanded catalog of nanite classes. The Utology Foundation, studying what makes you special. That does it for tonight, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Thank you so much for tuning in to Dungeons and the Homosexual Agenda.
Hello? Hi? Okay, they told me to stop tapping, so I guess I'll just start then. I'm Jamie Baxter, human. Though, you know that already. I guess you could call me a mechanic. I know how to repair, create, disable state-of-the-art comm jammers, bake. I'm pretty good at finding ways to talk to people on other planets. I'm from Earth, and I've grown up around Utology. So even though I might not know a lot about HASbeens, my bedtime story was the company mission statement. That's why I decided to apply. I've been devoted to this company since before I knew what that meant. Let's be honest. We both know I'm going to be hired, so why don't I stop wasting your precious time and start my training? I'll see you when I leave for my mission, Dad.
Is this thing on? Okay, hello. My name is Geset, and I am currently working in the Human Adjacent Resources Department. I come from Lunaria, the third moon of Alpha GB37, and I have dedicated my life to helping out other intelligent human-adjacent species through the Utology Foundation. I heard about the Progressor Initiative 3 minutes ago, and I am now recording this as part of my application because there's nothing I want more than to be on the front lines helping intelligent human-adjacent species rebuild our civilization. Lunaria was hit hard by the change, but we were lucky enough to adapt to our environment better than the bestials. I will do whatever it takes to save the other HASbeens who aren't as lucky as we are. Aside from my passion for this mission, Utology should consider me because I am a talented negotiator, an enthusiastic team player, and I can hold my own if a peaceful solution is not possible. Thank you so much for considering me for this position. Have a wonderful day!
This one has no preferences in titles nor specific calling utilized in its direct reference. It demands only consistency in your choice. A physical characteristic of this unit is unique only to itself, the first generation of its war chassis. In this dormant state, motionless and apparently inert, it is folded tightly and stowed away for the time being. Of pure nanobot constitution, it is the most recently forged Juggernaut kilobot of the 2,331 currently in service of the Foundation, and each pound of its 1.105 tons are riveted between 8 feet and 4 inches. Its shade is gunmetal. Upon activation, I am Eden. I am the mercy of Utology, and I cannot wait for my next fall.
Baxter and Geset are going to be and are currently in the final stages of their training for the Utology Corporation. You guys have gone through book learning. You guys have gone through all of the Utology Corporation training necessary to be able to go to these colonies and rehabilitate them with only minor little delays and setbacks in the process.
Woo!
So, to set the scene, we are on Mars inside the Utology Foundation training complex. What you currently see is Baxter crawling through the red, dusty terrain of Mars towards what looks to be a tower, just a very, very tall, probably about 20-foot tall tower, surrounded by a fence. Baxter, this is all you. How would you like to proceed? All you know about this mission is that at the top of this tower, there is a horribly, horribly kept hostage that you rescue.
Okay. Is there like a door?
So, what you see in front of you is there's the tower, and then there is a gate that is surrounding this fairly large enclosure around the tower. From where you're standing, all you can see is lots of rocks and stones that are kind of overturned on the red Mars terrain, which otherwise is pretty open. And then there is a gate that is being guarded by what look like two vague humanoid creatures.
Okay. From where I am right now, can they see?
No, they can't. You're a little too far off. You can kind of see them, but you can't really tell any details about it.
Is it even worth trying to climb the fence? Like, could I physically, do that?
I mean, yeah, it's possible. You're a pretty nimble fellow. You're welcome to try that. You'll just have to get past the guards first. But you're so far away that unless you get up, unless you're trying to climb the fence right next, you should be able to go around.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and climb the fence where I am.
So, as you, I'd like you to roll stealth.
Stealth or dex?
Stealth.
Is he trying to
Okay.
be stealthy?
I mean, yeah.
Actually, no, that's a fair point. There's no reason why you need to roll stealth. I stealth. Yeah, no, just roll acrobatics.
Acrobatic?
Yeah.
So I rolled a 5. But I mean, I have
Are
a
you
4 to
proficient?
acrobatics, so 9.
So
Are
that's
you
a
also
9.
proficient in acrobatics?
He is proficient.
I
so it's a plus.
am. So that means I have a
So
plus
it's
4 instead of just 2.
Yeah, so it's a +4 for a total of 9
Okay.
instead of a
I
+2.
thought you were saying his dex bonus was 2, or his modifier.
Oh no.
So, as you go to climb up this fairly roughly hewn fence, you start climbing up and grabbing the stones that are kind of peeking up. You've done this before, but suddenly as you're about halfway up this fence, one of the stones comes loose and you go crashing to the ground. And from around the corner, you kind of hear some muttering like, huh? And footsteps starting to come closer to you. So,
Don't insult the Martians.
What's over there? Must have been the wind.
I mean,
that's basically the gist of the noises. You don't really know what they're saying.
yeah. Basically, they heard
Halt,
me.
citizen.
You violated the law.
Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit.
Holy shit, Geset's the guard? Now that's a plot twist.
Now that was.
Oh damn!
It's an inside
Thought I
joke.
knew you.
But you haven't met me yet.
I thought I knew you as a person. Why would you betray me like this and be both Geset and the guard?
Oh dear God.
What
So
if-
Baxter
Wait,
is lucky
wait,
nimble
guys.
enough that he does
what if
fall.
I violated the law?
Oh
You
dear
violated
God.
something, all right.
I think you're gonna violate a lot of stuff during this campaign. Don't worry about it, Geset.
You've also violated my trust. How dare you?
Oh, I was thinking of horrible things to violate. I was like,
I mean, that's
So-
why? Okay, sorry.
anyway.
Solos. We're doing this solo session.
Yeah, and Geset doesn't exist. We don't know that she's here yet. So luckily, Baxter is nimble enough that even though he falls off of this fence, he's able to land on his feet. He doesn't fall on his back or anything. But what would Baxter do as he hears these noises?
Okay, well, I think they're really close to noticing me. So
Yeah,
I think I'm going to roll with that, I want to... so it's Mars, so there's probably not a whole bunch of hide behind. Is that right?
Yeah, there's like a bit of cover here and there. It's you could try and get behind it.
Okay, so at this point, I assume that they're coming to check out what the maze is. So
Yeah.
I'm going to use my stealth to try and hide behind the cover, and then while they're checking the spot.
Okay, roll for stealth.
Oh, fuck yes. So I got an 11 and my stealth is 6 or +6.
Damn.
Oh shit! So you
Yeah.
get a 17.
Yeah, so I'm very roguish.
God damn.
What's the passive perception of whatever's trying to see them?
Well, I think it would be an active perception check because they're going around the corner. However, my dice roller has not worked, so I'm going to switch to a
Yeah,
different
it is
one. Real quick. Yeah, thank you.
That's a 16.
Ooh. So
Ooh.
right as the creature turns the corner, you had right before the creature turns the corner, you just finished diving underneath the cover, and so he doesn't end up managing to spot you. But there is a bit of kind of dust floating around, so he walks forward a little bit and takes a look around. Eventually, though, if you just are, after a few minutes of kind of searching and looking, he doesn't spot anything and goes back around the corner back to his bed.
It's just one.
So now the creature is gone. He's not alerted anymore. You are still sitting behind cover near this fence. What do you think Baxter would do to try and get into the fence?
Honestly, he's a little bit of a dumbass. I'll probably just try to climb again.
Or you just want to make another roll for it?
Monkey.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
just
sure.
keep climbing up, falling,
High
and
fantasy
hiding.
action. Trying to climb
Just
one
until it
fence.
works.
Sure. Go ahead and roll for it. Roll acrobatics.
Okay. So that's a 13 time.
Cool. So you managed to scale this fence pretty easily. It's not way too tall, but after your first mistake, you know which to test which rocks are loose and not, and you're able to vault yourself over. So as you land on the other side, you kind of, it's a bit of a tall fence, so you land with a bit of a thud, and you can look around inside this area now, and it's a pretty open area that you're in. It's probably about like 40 feet by 40 feet on the interior, and smack in the middle is the tower. One thing that you do notice on the other side of the area is a small, what looks to be like bestial, some type of bestial HASbeens, and it's just kind of roaming around, looking, not doing much.
So there's just one garden here?
It's just the bestial HASbeen, yeah.
Okay. Is there any
one
like
thing I will mention is that the gates to this area, the rest of the walls are completely stone. They're not secure at all, but the gates are made of metal bars. So if you get too close to them, the guards might be able to spot you.
Okay. And the tower, does it have a door?
It does.
Okay. In relation... Okay, you know what? I'm actually just gonna try and run past all the guards just straight to the door.
Just like past the dog to the door? Or past the bestial to the door?
Yes. Just past them all.
Okay. So you run right up to the door as fast as you can, and as you go to open it, it doesn't budge.
Oh, fuck.
Roll athletics to tackle that bitch.
Well,
I'm-
if you want to. If without having to look too hard, you can see that there's a pretty simple lock mechanism. But as you were sprinting over to this door, the bestial immediately perks up his head and looks at you and starts to charge towards you.
Oh, okay. And is there any chance of me getting away, or
Throw your rations at him.
You can always try. That is my answer.
you can always try? Wow, very, very helpful.
You could always kick its ass.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I think I'm just gonna attack it.
All right, roll for initiative.
Okay.
All right, this is our first roll for initiative.
Yeah, it is.
15 in all.
Okay.
Just ask me to roll those.
Well, it'd be like a fair amount. So you got a 15?
Yep.
Cool. So you get the first move. What would you like to do? This bestial is probably about 15 feet away from you, heading straight towards you, but you get the first reaction.
I have a crossbow. I think.
Sure. You want to use your crossbow?
Yep.
Go for it. Roll for it.
Oh, my D20 fell.
Oh no.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah,
it's
thanks.
stuck in between my cabinet and my desk. It will never land.
We're off
We
to
will
a
never
great
have to
start.
reroll. It's okay. It'll
Sounds like
never
a crit
land.
fail to me.
We'll never know how many, how much it was. Let me just get it out.
This is amazing.
All right, I got an idea. Don't overthink it. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 20.
Oh wow, really? Let's roll this again. Okay. So that's a 6, actually.
Ooh.
Oof.
Yeah, so this dog kind of surprises you, as you didn't expect to not be able to run through the door. So even though you're able to react quicker and shoot a crossbolt at it, it flies right past.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
So this bestial, it isn't looking to hurt you, as from what you can tell. It kind of runs up to you about like in melee range, and then decides to bark at you. And so I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Hi! Nat 20.
Hey, it's our first one.
Nat 20. Also,
You
if
did
it
it.
matters, I have +1 to wisdom.
Oh hell yeah, the 21.
It's a wise ass
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Sure.
So this isn't new to you. Through your training, you've seen a lot about HASbeens before. You've had to learn how to deal with these bestials. Baxter, how does this go down? How do you deal with this barking, mangy dog?
Okay. So it's just barking at me?
It's trying to be scary.
It's trying
It's
to.
trying to be scary?
It's trying to
It's
induce.
a hard dog.
Because frightened is a status effect in 5e.
Yeah. So it's just trying to intimidate.
Yeah.
Intimidated
what?
it back.
Maybe
You know what? No, I'm just gonna reach behind it and scratch its ears.
Okay.
Animal handling.
Hat.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Finally.
That's wholesome.
Dude, roll
Yeah.
for animal handling with advantage.
Okay, hell yeah.
It is a wisdom roll.
Oh my god, I rolled a 9 both times. Okay. And so that's a 10 with animal handling.
Woo. So
How does it go?
this animal's a little hesitant. He was trying to scare you. He was trying to guard you off, and instead of being intimidated, you just walk up and pet it. It's a little unsure what to think, but it kind of just backs down and sits and stares at you. Kind of wags its tail a little bit.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, that worked.
Yeah, I guess so.
Those are good boys.
Yeah.
Puppy.
Is this a cute has-been, or is it like a fuck ugly has-been?
It's like
Yeah.
it's like kind of in the middle, where you can definitely tell that it's a mutated massive organism, and you know that it's a has-been, which just makes it kind of even weirder. But it's not like ugly.
So it's
like
a pug.
A weird, like imagine if a human just kind of started devolving into four-leggedness, and
I
so
forgot that it was originally human. If it's, or at least it has like in its previous generations, it was human before I grew up.
yeah,
Anyway, I think I've decided what's gonna happen.
cool.
I am a rogue, so I do have proficiency in thieves' tools. So I'm just gonna try and pick the lock.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's sleight of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's roll for sleight of hand.
Yeah, so it lets me add my proficiency bonus to because I have these tools. It lets me add my.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I would add 8
Plus 6 on them.
Yeah, so plus 6.
Okay, plus 6. Okay. So in that case, I rolled a 14.
That's a dirty 20, baby.
So that's a 20.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is a pretty old block. It hasn't been like updated with the sci-fi technology. It maybe doesn't burst into flames, but it does come off its hinges pretty easily, and it drops to the ground.
Cool.
Insert
The door is
Skyrim
unlocked.
skill gain sound.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess I'm walking in.
Yeah. So as you walk into this tower, it's a pretty tall, and you can see a spiral staircase that fills the inside of the tower, so that once you enter, all you can see is a staircase leading up to the top, where presumably hospital. Eventually, you make your way up these stairs, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And at the top of the tower, you're able to find your HASbeens. The boy in the tower turns around, looks at you, and says, "Congratulations, Baxter! You've made it through this final test. You are officially a corporation staff member. How does this make you feel?"
If I'm honest,
looking at you with a big grin in his face.
if I'm honest, your enthusiasm is a little overwhelming, but I mean, good.
That's okay. Don't worry. My name's Jeffrey. I know we haven't met before, but I've been watching your training for quite a while, and I'm very impressed to see how you managed to scale that wall even after scale that wall. Anyways, let's proceed on. So he kind of just doesn't even wait for you to respond and starts to head back down the tower. And if you follow him out of the training grounds that you're in.
Hey. I guess I just kind of mumble cool and follow him, you know?
Will you reimburse me for that crossbow bolt? By the way, I almost killed your dog.
Oh yeah, you
I'm not
just
sure
shoot the
they'd
dog
care if
for
I
being
killed the
nice to
dog.
it.
Yeah, the dog was kind of... Don't worry about it.
It's a training dog.
It's fine.
It's a bestial has-been dog. It's fine.
It's fine. It only used to be human.
So, as the staff member walks out, you follow him through the compound. Many sites that you've seen before pass by, including some of the other training grounds, which are generally pretty wide open air facilities with lots of terrain for simulating battles that people would have on colony ground. You pass by some of the classrooms that you've been in many times with these brightly lit up screens filling the room, and many people clacking away doing research. Eventually, you turn and go down a hallway where you reach what looks like a bit of a viewing room, where there's a couple screens as well as a large open window that's overlooking a wide field that ends the cliff. So the staff member takes you along and says, yes. So now that you've passed this very, very difficult test, you've finally completed your training, and that means you'll get to meet your team member for your first assignment ever. Cure the martyr spoons. We're going to wait here until she finishes her mission. Now, we cut to a scene where there is a girl sitting on the edge of a cliff with these long reeds of yellow grass swaying in the wind behind. Geset,
Hello.
please describe what you look like.
Oh, what do I look like? Well, I've got, so I'm sitting on a cliff. I've got my nice long brown hair flowing in the wind. I've just pretty tall, like 6 foot, kind of lanky. On the thinner side, I'd say. But long brown hair and blue eyes and stuff. Yeah. And I'm just sitting there, probably strumming on my little guitar. And just watching the nanites dance, you know?
Nanites can dance?
It's
More of a shimmer.
They like shimmer in the air and stuff. It's like metaphorical, kind of. Not really. That's not what a metaphor is.
So Baxter, as you're overlooking this wide open field, you do see who you'll later find out to be Geset, sitting on the cliff, strumming her lute, being very calm and relaxed. Though, as you sit and listen to this beautiful music that she's playing, you start to notice that there's a little bit of rustling in the grass, a little bit of, stuff going on that Geset doesn't seem to notice. Geset, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception. That's a 10.
Yeah. It's basically just, I forgot how you calculate. It's on the...
I think it's 10 plus your wisdom modifier.
That's what I thought, yeah. I just didn't want to...
Yep, 10 plus your wisdom modifier. Not the wisest gal in the universe. But she's trying her best.
Yeah, just trying her best. So, as the grass starts to rustle a little more and more, Geset is a little just focused on her music. She's not really paying attention to what's going on, when suddenly, about 5 feet behind her, pops up an extremely large HASbeen. In your classes, these HASbeens would have commonly been known as eye carvers.
Wait, eye carvers?
Yeah, eye carvers. That's the common name for them anyways.
Yikes.
Like Harley after escaping Alcatraz.
Eye carver.
I'll be right back, guys.
As you sing the final note on of your song playing on the lute, this eye carver pops up behind you, clearly enraged by the amount of noise that you're making.
So with 10 passive perception, I'm guessing I don't notice it, so...
Yeah, so you basically don't notice it until the end of the song, and it pops up right in front of you. So please roll for initiative. However, you are quite surprised.
Alright, does it get like a surprise round on me?
Yes.
Oh. What does it do in a surprise round?
Oh, I'll
Is
let
there
you
a way
know
for me to interfere
but,
since I saw this?
What?
I think, if I'm not
Is there a
mistaken,
way for
it
me to
means
interfere?
that you roll for initiative,
Yeah.
and then Geset loses her first turn.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so what I was going to say is you're surprised and then roll for initiative.
8 plus 2, so 10.
Wait, I understand I'm here too, right?
Well, you're kind of watching from afar is the thing.
As I get my eyes carved out.
Yeah, you're still up in the viewing room with the staff member, so you're a good distance away, but you can kind of see what's going down.
Okay. Is there
So
any
my
way for me to get
initiative
down
is
there and
10.
help?
Okay, cool, thank you. No, I mean, so if you want to, you could probably try and run towards her. It would take a few minutes, but if Baxter wants to, you could run towards her. The other thing,
Yeah. Anthony has a good idea. How far away is it?
Well, you're inside like a building, but you're about like 80 feet away.
Is there like an open
Across
window
the
or something?
I mean, yeah, you could like go out into the field if you want.
Okay, because because my crossbow has the farthest
help
away it
somebody
can
else
shoot is
with that?
120 feet.
Yeah, 120. That's the
Yeah.
long range, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Is it a light crossbow?
yeah, it's just the common like. It's common, so it's not light or heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a strap.
But yeah, like if you want to, you can run outside and try and help her.
All right. Yeah. I got this. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna launch into combat. I just want to know what Baxter's doing first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let
I
the
rolled a
record
10 for
show
my
I-
initiative.
Yeah.
Let the record show I tried to help.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So
You're-
what does that look like?
Mr. Baxter, your comments are duly noted. Now please sit down or else you'll be held in contempt of the DM.
Cork.
In contempt of the dungeon.
All right. So from afar, Baxter looks a little panicked. He's kind of trying to figure out what he can do to help. But this monster runs up on Geset and takes a nice big swipe at her. It does attempt to attack her. It doesn't have bad breath.
It looks like it has bad breath.
But as soon as Geset stops playing, even though it's starting to lunge to attack her, it starts to get a little confused and completely whiffs, punching the air right in the face.
Wait. Oh, you know my AC?
Yeah, I have all the sheets pulled up.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right. So that makes it my turn then?
Now it is your turn.
Oh shit! What the fuck? All right. I grab my guitar and I think I'm going to. I'm going to grab my guitar, sidestep it, and then I'm gonna strum it and cast Thunderclap.
Cool.
You create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range, which is 5 feet, other than you, must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage. Spells damage, yada yada yada.
All right. What's the DC for the saving throw?
13.
13. Okay. So, as you turn around and dramatically strum your guitar at this beast in front of you, it staggers back steps as if it jitters a little bit, as if all of its muscles tensed up at once, and it gives out a large roar.
Oh shit. Did it pass?
No, it did not pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can kind of tell that the attack was successful.
Oh, that's a 6. 6 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
You add
Back
a
up,
spellcasting
bitch.
modifier or something?
Huh?
Do you have a spellcasting modifier or something?
The effect is just 1d6 of thunder damage.
Yeah, you managed to get the nice roll, huh?
Yep. Yeah, lucky shot.
So this thing takes a moment to step back and kind of hunch down and tremble a bit, but it's not completely out of the fight yet. It looks at you, it reaches behind its back and pulls out a giant spiked club and takes a swing at you. And it tries to aim for your head, but aims a little low, and so strikes you across the chest.
Oof. What kind of damage
shit.
is it?
It is a bludgeoning damage, and
Aw. Well,
you
all right.
She
take
knows what you're vulnerable to.
Okay, so it's
And-
bludgeoning damage?
yeah, it's bludgeoning damage and 3 damage.
3 damage? Is that the total or?
That's the total.
Okay, so that would do 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So, alright, as the spike club, as Geset sees the creature pull out a spike club, she just sighs to herself as it just, like, hits her right in the chest, and her guts and shit just splatter everywhere. And in midair, they turn a pale, translucent green and immediately, like, starts flowing on the ground back towards her as her pale skin and, like, and brown hair lose all of its color except for the same pale green, and her form starts dripping, and her gooey true form is revealed. And seeing that her beautifully crafted disguise has been destroyed, she just looks at him and says, "Dude, come on, I have a job interview today." Oh, you fucking bitch.
Nice.
God, alright.
In the background of this scene, Baxter's just freaking out at what he just saw.
Yeah, like you were
What
probably
the hell?
have to run out and help when you see this happening, like through the window.
Yeah.
No, you're not worth this. You're not worth the spell slot. So alright. Gazette's going to counter her gooey Lunarian arm, like, it files down into a point and instantly hardens into a rapier. And I'm gonna fucking stab the bitch.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's an 11 plus 4.
You should carve out the monster.
11 plus 4. Yeah, you get a pretty solid hit on this dude.
Alright, that's 1d8 plus 2. Which one's a d8? This is a d8. 6 damage again.
Hell yeah. You
Alright,
get the finishing blow. Feel free to describe what happened.
Yeah, alright, you know what? I stab it in the fucking eye.
Take that.
Yeah. Now who's the eye gouger, or whatever your name was? What was its name?
Carver.
Yeah,
I
I
Who did it?
Well, I'm the eye stabber then. Carly's
Eye stabber.
sister. Alright, so that makes it its turn.
No, that's it. No,
Oh,
I was
wait, I
trying to
killed
tell
it?
you get the finishing blow.
Oh, the
Describe it.
finishing. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
So,
Yeah.
alright, so Geset, like, says, like, I have a fucking job interview today. And so her hand just turns into a goddamn rapier, and she just, like, lunges it into its eye and just, like, carves out its brain. And then
Wow.
like,
Surgical
and then it just, like, withdraws back in, and she just, like starts scooping, like, her stuff off the ground and, like, putting it back in, and, like, the color starts slowly, like, returning to her skin, and, like, she looks nice and opaque, and she's just kind of, like, checking over herself and making sure, like, blood didn't get on her guitar. Because her guitar is, like, made of wood and shit.
When
Yeah.
she's scooping herself back in, does she accidentally get some grass?
No, she knows what she's doing.
She's a professional.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that she can kind of just like touch the rest of the goo and it like absorbs back into her. Yeah, almost.
Yeah, I was mostly just doing the scooping back in for flavor, but yeah, she can just it's already like it's already like sucked into her foot.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
All right. Well, this beast falls to the ground pretty quickly after the carnage that you did to it. And as it falls over, you can see Baxter and Utology staff walking to you across the field.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, look, sorry I had to see that. I'm a Lunarian, so, like, yeah, damn, do you guys not mind not telling anyone? I kind of try to keep it on the down low, if you know what I'm saying.
As the staff member walks up, he just kind of looks at you and says, "Oh, yes, of course. You know, not all people are so accepting of the more intelligent species, but we know that you are much better than those less." He gives you a big, cheesy smile.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baxter's not saying anything. He's still just kind of staring. He hasn't really seen a whole lot of HASbeens, so it's a little weird.
Roll con or lose your lunch.
I mean, actually, like, you did temporarily, like, for a sec, because, like, I think that Geset, like, replicates, like, organs and shit inside the body. So, like, for a second, you did see, like, a woman get her guts torn out by a spiked bat. So.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, roll con.
No.
This is in character.
Distance, I don't think it was
Your
really
roll
high quality, like 240p. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but this staff member, it looks at you and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Jeffrey Walker, and I'll be the overseer for your mission today. Are you guys excited to go on your first corporation-sponsored mission?"
Yeah, I'm super excited. Oh, wait. Oh, are you my partner? My name's Geset. Nice to meet you.
Sure. Cool.
I I extend my hand, and it's like still dripping.
He just kind of glances at it and then looks back at her face and is like, "Nice to meet you." Just awkwardly nodding, not knowing what to do at all.
All right, okay. All right,
Okay.
I guess we'll catch up later. I guess. Yeah. All right. All business now, I suppose.
Jeffrey looks at you and says, yes, business. No, I must not waste your time. We should get right to it. Today, what you will be doing is heading down to an abandoned mine shaft that we had originally installed during the foundation of the Mars colony. But over time, and especially after the changes that occurred, it fell out into disrepair. We'd like you guys to do the simple mission of making sure that nothing is infesting these mines. Make sure it's prim and proper and ready for foundation use.
All right, sounds good. Let's go. I didn't catch your name.
Jeffrey.
Jeff? Sorry, no. Or did I? I'm sorry, I'm so bad with names.
My name is Jeffrey, but I don't think that's who you're referring to. Did you mean Baxter? I'm sorry I didn't introduce you. This is Baxter, your new companion.
Right, Baxter.
Of the training mission.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you were looking.
Baxter, Geset, I'm glad to properly introduce. Baxter got to watch you fight Geset, and he was quite shocked by how well you were able to take.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. It's nothing. I'm more of a musician than a brawler, but yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Goose sword.
That was what I was shocked by. Not the guts. Nothing like that. It's all good.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Yeah, you know, like you mimic those things because like you want to feel authentic, but you don't really expect them to get torn out, do you?
Yeah, I don't think anyone expects that.
Good. Yeah, I would not want to live a life where I expect that, I suppose. Well,
at least
you
don't die from it.
Well, so where are these mines again?
Yes, of course. They're not too far from this complex right here. We can arrange a jeep for you to take you there as soon as you're ready. Please let me know, and we'll head there straight away.
I'll be ready right after this short rest to regain 2 hit points. Can we take a short rest waiting for the jeep?
You can take a short rest while you're in the jeep if you want. You're not going to get there immediately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, you two. If everyone's ready, we're right this way. You start heading through the different parts of the training complex, back past a lot of the different grounds and study rooms, eventually to a fairly large garage that's stocked with several different types of both land and even land vehicles and even few shuttles to take people up to the main. We pass by all of this as well as some of it's working on the cars, and eventually we get to a jeep and get in and head towards the mine.
So, Baxter, what do you do with, have you worked with Utology before, or?
No, I actually just got out of my, final training test thing.
Oh,
What about you?
nice. Nice, yeah,
What about
I've worked her for, what, like, 3 years, 4 years? Like, most of my life, yeah.
You're only 4 years old?
Oh, no, I'm 5.
Oh,
You don't know much
Okay.
about, she kind of looks, like, curious, like, you don't know much about Lunarians, do you?
I don't know a lot about any HASbeens, really.
Oh, all right. Well, all right. So Lunarians, basically, we're from the moon of Lunaria, fittingly. Basically, we were the folks that were processing Agrawal, so we got exposed to a lot more of it, a lot more early on than the rest of the universe. So, basically, our cells got completely messed up.
Fucked up?
Yeah, fucked up. But so they don't really stay together on their own, but we happen to figure out how to control them ourselves, so we can kind of make them look and act like however we want. It's really neat.
So, shapeshifting.
Yeah, shapeshifting, exactly. Yeah, so I can I have a human form, and I can form weapons out of my own body, and I can even mimic people if I want.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. But yeah, so I'm a Lunarian, and basically we don't like reproduce normally, like
I didn't need to know anything.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, you can talk about it if you want to, but
I love explaining.
Sorry.
Like, no, it's okay. I think she just kind of sits there for a second, like.
Yeah,
I know.
Baxter's just kind of looking the other way.
All right, I think she's.
Sure what's
You know
happening.
what? I think she looks the other way too.
Now kiss.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Have
Baxter.
you met her? Do you know how gay she is?
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
I talk about that.
That's true.
This is so awkward. Geset's just gonna melt into the seat, literally.
Baxter
like
is silently wishing he could also melt like that,
That's really
just because
dope.
of how awkward it is.
Yeah. When will this car ride be over?
Rebecca, is it over yet?
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Jeffrey just
DM,
silently
please.
puts the wheel tighter and tighter and smiles and says, "Yep, we're almost there, guys. You can see the entrance to the mines right coming over this
McDonald's,
bridge.
McDonald's.
Eventually, the car starts to slow down, and you pull up in front of what looks pretty similar to the rest of what you've seen on Mars. It's mostly just a very sheer red cliffs, but jutting out of one section of this cliff, you can see a small shack, really more of just kind of a door frame and a couple of walls that enclose the entrance to the mine.
All right, so go in there. We look around and exterminate any unwanted bestials.
Yes, that is exactly what we'd like you to do. Thank you so much for taking this task when other people are a little too busy.
Well, you know what? That's just the kind of upstanding employees we are. Right, Baxter?
Jeffrey
Are
kind of
there
smiles
any,
and looks between you guys back and
Are there any intelligent HASbeens in there, or
That's a good
anything we
question.
need to watch out for to not kill?
we have no idea. currently, no one has had the time to venture down into these mines, so you guys will be doing almost a reconnaissance mission. But if there are any if there are any has-beens down there, they will definitely not be intelligent. Feel free to treat everything you find just like you would any.
All right, well, sounds good to me.
All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon. Let us know when you're done with the mission. And she kind of hands you a communications device. Looks vaguely similar to a walkie-talkie.
Me or Baxter?
One to each.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
we'll be monitoring your progress. If you need any help, let us know. And he gets in the car and drives away pretty quickly.
Well, I sling my guitar over my shoulder. No sense in waiting up, I suppose. Should we just head in?
Sure.
Go for it.
All right, Geset's going to head on in.
I also do that.
As you walk up to the entrance of this place, you guys pass through this very hastily looking made wooden door frame. And immediately once you get through this door, you can see that the walls are made of rock. There's a really roughly hewn tunnel that leads to the cavern. You can't really see that far inside of it, but it's very dimly illuminated. You can probably see about 20 feet before the turns of the tunnel start to...
Anyone have dark vision? I have a torch.
Perfect.
Cool.
Alright, I take out the torch, as in British word for flashlight, because this is space. So I take out the torch.
Yeah.
It's a Minecraft torch.
It's a Minecraft torch.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Minecraft torches don't illuminate the area around you when you're holding it. You'll have to place it on the wall every time you want to see it.
She has Optifine.
Yes, I have Optifine.
Good.
When's the Optifine update for D&D 5e coming out?
It's already out, didn't you know?
Yes, because I'm using it. This is stupid. Let's move. Let's go. We got a mission
I liked our Optifine jokes.
They weren't Optifine.
Hey.
They were Optabad. I'm going to opt out of our Optifine jokes.
I think you kind of...
These puns are optful.
Hey, you guys like Minecraft? Smash that like button and ding that bell.
Make sure to subscribe to our Patreon.
Give us money.
Feed us, bitch.
Oh, God. All right, I walk down the hall.
All right. You guys head down a tunnel that starts to get smaller and smaller as you head deeper into the mine. And as you start to reach the end of this tunnel, it opens up a little bit into what looks like a pretty large cavern with some creatures in it.
What kind of creatures?
From what you can see, it looks like there are a bunch of strange, kind of really large insect-looking that it's just a sec.
Are they has-beens or?
They are has-beens.
I don't think you'd be able to tell. Like, I mean, if it looks like a bug, it's not like they're holding a big ol' I'm has-been section.
Yeah, so what I was gonna say was, Geset, roll nature.
Nature, all right.
Yeah, you two back.
17 plus 1, 18.
Nice. What about you?
Shit. Nature, right?
Yeah, nature. It's
5.
5. Okay.
5.
So Baxter, when you look in this room, what you see is a really large, kind of furry animal. You'd be able to recognize it as some type of large mammal that was a lot more common for the old world. It looks kind of like the drawings in old science textbooks. Geset, you'd be able to identify that in the back of their room, this mammal that Baxter is in fact a brown bear. And in between this bear and its lunch, which looks just like some type of heart, it's hard to tell what it is. There are a large amount of what you would identify as, use my language, that you would be able to identify as what are known as sturges, which kind of look like bats mixed with mosquitoes, where they're very large with kind of these membranous wings, but they also have a very long purpose. Inside this room, you can see the bears. It's still pretty distracted in eating, but the sturges, as soon as you leave the tunnel, are alerted to your presence, start to rush towards you.
And so, is it like a has-been bear, where it's like it resembles a bear, but it's like human bits that look like a bear, or is it like a bear?
No,
bear?
You'd be able to tell it's pretty much just like a normal old world bear.
Is it mutated at all, or just a bear?
No,
It is dim lighter.
Yeah, so I'd say that Geset would, Baxter wouldn't be able to tell, but Geset would kind of know that it looks a little different. It's, most bears in the old depiction look pretty just large and furry, but this one is a little more reddish, and most of its fur is pretty fine or even missing some patches, to the point where the color of its red fur and its pink skin kind of blend together.
All right, so it's a Martian brown bear.
Yeah.
It's a red bear.
It's a red bear. That's actually the name I had written down.
Oh, nice.
Hey!
Well,
Yeah.
and it's charging at me?
The bear hasn't quite noticed you yet, but the sturges are all rushing at you.
Do they
They're,
seem,
and they're
are they like
How many
attacking
sturges are
us?
there?
They don't exactly look friendly. They're heading towards you very, very quickly. Like, as soon as you took a step out of the tunnel and more into this tavern, they like turn around. Start.
All right, I guess we're gonna roll for initiative then.
All right.
All right then.
Oh.
7
Oh.
plus 2, 9.
7. I'm not
7.
rolling well today.
Well, I mean, you got our first nat 20.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything important though.
That's fair.
Sorry, I didn't hear. What did you guys roll?
I got a 9.
Gotcha.
7.
Okay. Let me just write down this initiative order real quick. Oh wow, thank you for rolling 14 extra d20s for me. You just saved those for me, so it'll be all of your rolls for the session.
But my first roll will be a 1.
Your first roll will be
There's
10.
no 20s.
There's a 10, but don't delete that. So as you enter this room, pretty quickly the sturges start rushing towards you. 3 of the 5 of them react pretty quickly, while 2 of the other hang back. And so the first one that rushes towards you guys, what the fuck are you doing, Anthony? He just makes weird gestures at me. It's really distracting sometimes.
Do sturges suck?
Sturges do suck blood.
Oh, shit.
So 3 of the sturges make it to you a lot faster than the other 2. One of the sturges attempts to latch on to Geset.
Aw, bitch.
Yeah, I know.
I will
Oh,
mess
mean,
this
you
thing
even-
up.
You even have
Well-
blood to suck though.
You didn't go like that.
I think it's gonna try to suck on me.
yeah, it is.
That's
it is
fair.
good. So, one of the sturges tries to attach to Geset, or actually no, two of the sturges try to attach to Geset, and one of them tries to attach to Baxter. And All of them try really hard. They land on you and are kind of poking you with their faces, but they're not really able to find a foothold between all of the clothing and armor that you guys have. They're a little confused, and so they attempt to stab you, but don't actually do anything. So now 3 of these scourges are just practically on top of you, or like on you. And now it is Geset's turn.
Baxter, what's your con?
You would not know that.
Okay.
Like, why are you asking?
You can look at Baxter and get a general gist of how beefy the guy is.
If they're literally on me, and there's multiple of them.
Are you just trying to figure out how thick I am?
Yeah, because Baxter can.
How thick does Baxter look?
Yeah, what does it look like? You could take a good hit or two.
How many C's are in that boy's thick?
I mean, he's not super thick, but he's not thick.
Good enough for me. I break out the guitar and I'm going to cast Thunderclap again.
Geset, he's thick in the right places.
Oh god. So each creature within range, which is 5 feet. So I think if they're literally on me, I think that's within range.
Yeah, definitely.
So they must pass a DC 13 con saving throw.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, so wait, how close is Baxter to me?
He's like right next to you, like within 5 feet.
So then all 3 of them are like within range?
Yeah.
Awesome. So
does that
all 3 of them
include
need
me,
to roll
though?
con.
And Baxter.
And Baxter needs to roll con.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I need to beat 13?
Yep.
Okay. 11.
11. Oh.
11.
So
all right.
Some new dice.
As you whip out your guitar and strum a nasty chord, it
Nasty chord.
a nasty one.
Were you ever taught how to play that thing? Or what?
It's a nasty boy chord.
Nasty chord.
One of the sturges is able to kind of vibrate its wings in a way to be able to pay attention to that rather than the sound.
He passed the vibe check.
But the other
vibed
two,
right. He passed the vibe check.
Oh god!
Actually, that's what Thunderclap is a vibe check. Literally,
yeah. So
because it's vibrations.
One of these sturges is really fucking vibing to this beat. He's like, "Yeah, man, this is cool. This is jamming." But the other two really seem to hate it. Like they're really miserable. So
and they take 3 damage, and so does Baxter. I'm sorry.
Ooh, Baxter, how do you feel about taking 3 damage? What's this like for you?
Too bad.
Guess that's attacking you. How do you react?
Roll initiative.
She didn't mean to. I know that. I'm not dumb.
Yeah,
well,
sorry.
Are you sure you know that though? Because all she did is
to
like
try to
pull
hit
out a
all
guitar and then
3 at
suddenly
once.
you're in pain.
Got the brains earbuds.
It's just a scrape.
It's just a scrape.
Tis but a flesh.
Tis but a flesh wound.
So I think that's your turn, Baxter. I don't have any other actions.
So the next thing that would happen is the other sturge that was falling behind rushes up to you guys. But yeah, it was a little farther away than the rest of them. So while it does get within about 10 feet of you guys, it does not attack. It is Baxter.
All right. So did I hit any of the? So I hit 2 of the sturges.
You hit 2 of the sturges. One was just kind of vibing, but the other 2 really didn't like your music, man. So they took 3 damage.
Well, they can perish.
They can perish.
Mm-hmm.
So Baxter, it's your turn.
I'm gonna use my short sword. They're right.
You're gonna okay.
To show Geset who's boss.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna just slash at him. The one that's on me.
All right.
Okay.
Roll for hit.
Do I add anything to it?
Not other than you normally would.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a 6.
Oh, you rolled a 6. Okay.
Yeah.
So you take up your short sword and try to swing at this sturge, but they're pretty small, nimble little things, and it jumps off of you in time to dodge. All right. After all of this commotion has gone down, it's starting to get a little noisy. The sturges are making a lot of buzzing and humming around you guys, which
I also used Thunder Spell.
yeah, and the thunder spell, just causing a clap that would probably echo throughout this chamber pretty loudly. Yeah. This ends up alerting the brown bear, who was just trying to enjoy his meal. You guys had gotten rid of the sturges that were trying to eat all of the carcass that's left, and he's kind of pissed that he's been disturbed. So this guy charges at Geset, and he he charges at Geset, trying to run up and attack her, but ends up misjudging where her head is and ends up swiping one of the sturges off of Geset and onto the ground.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Brown Bear.
Yeah. And the sturge does get up. It's kind of dazed, but it's at least not attached.
I'm gonna name you Teddy.
All right. So it is one of the sturge's turns again, and the sturge that is still on you, Geset, it's been able to kind of latch on throughout all of this. It's been vibing. It wasn't disturbed by any of your music, and it manages to pierce you with its proboscis. Now, normally this would be pretty fucking painful, as this is a really long, sharp beak. But since you're made of goo, it kind of just plunges into you and doesn't really do any damage. However,
bitch.
Nasty noise.
Yeah. So you haven't taken any damage. But the sturge is now attached to you by its mouth.
Also, for the audience who thinks that might be a bit OP that I'm immune to piercing damage, I'm vulnerable to almost everything except bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing. Like cold, radiant, fire, lightning, all that shit will fuck me right up. So it's balanced.
Not that any of us know that.
Yeah. So one question for retcon: do you actually want the audience to know that yet?
I mean,
we could also show instead of tell.
Well, we don't have to show it. You don't have to fuck me up anytime soon. Alright, next turn.
Yeah.
My turn? Or no, it's the second.
No. So as you guys are pretty surrounded at this point, there's one sturge attached to Geset, and a couple on top, but not really doing anything to Baxter, as well as just throughout the room. And then the brown bear, which has closed in on you guys. It's although it hasn't managed to make an attack yet, it's pretty close on top of you. But as you guys are in the middle of this battle, start to even after Geset's guitar attack, you start to hear a little bit of rumbling. And it's a droning noise starts to get a little bit louder. At first, it's not concerning, and you go on with the battle. But by this point, as the sturge latches itself onto Geset, the noise has gotten so loud that it's unable to be ignored anymore. For everyone on the battlefield, takes a second to compose themselves as the ground starts to shake a little bit.
Oh god, it's a Marsquake.
There's a really extremely, almost blindingly bright light starts to shine through the cracks of the ceiling of this cavern that you guys are in. It's made of really thick rock, but there are a few beams of light cast down from outside as the droning becomes almost unbearable, when suddenly the entire roof of the cavern caves in and the battlefield is covered in dust.
Oh shit.
Would you like to introduce your character?
Multiple hostile HASbeens detected. Activating cybernetic warfare suites.
You see a big old metallic something fall through the ceiling, and then a laser sweeps across whatever the things are called. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Okay. So
From its face.
So there's 2 Sturges on top of Baxter. There's one on top of Geset, and
Or I think it was the other way around.
in about 5 of them, there's also 2 Sturges on the ground and a bear.
There's a bear around somewhere.
Yeah.
No, it's like basically they're all surrounded. Like, you guys are still pretty much at the entrance of the cavern. The Sturges are basically on either side of the bear in front of Geset and Baxter, about 5 feet away, and then the other 3 Sturges are on top of them.
From my glowing red eye sweeps a 1 foot wide beam of light to the 2 Sturges closest to me. That's furthest from Baxter and Geset, hitting the bear between them. Let's see here. My attack rolls are a 5, an 8, and a 1, so I hit none of them.
Damn.
There's a
Damn.
crit failure.
All right. So, although there is this bright flash of light coming from this machine that busted through the ceiling, it doesn't manage to hit any of the enemies, rather just more for show.
Well, I mean, I was trying to slice him in half. I mean, depending on the elevation, I cut through all of these guys. Because, like, it's a beam that's extending from my face this way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, whatever. Without a map, it doesn't matter. And I use my movement. How far is this distance ready?
That's about 30 feet.
Okay, I use my movement to get halfway across.
All right.
Oh.
Wow. That was one hell of an entrance.
Yeah, no kidding.
Shit.
So after the dust kind of settles, and everyone regains their composure, 2 of the Sturges get pretty shocked by everything that's happening, and the one of the Sturges from the ground next to the black bear, and then one of the ones that is on top of Baxter, get scared off by all of this commotion and decide to try and fly up and out of the cavern.
Do
So-
any of us get attacks of opportunity?
That's what I'm checking right now.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. You're good. They are able to fly about 10 feet, like, up away from you guys, but since they are both leaving Geset and Baxter's melee ranges, you both get attacks of opportunity. Or actually, no, that's a fair point. One of them tries to fly away without disengaging, but the other one, who was on the ground, doesn't. So, Baxter, you are able to get an attack of opportunity against the Sturge that is detaching from you and trying to fly away. And the other one disengages.
How far away is it from me?
So it's trying to head 10 feet away from you, but the thing is, while it's
At
like,
5 feet, you can get a swipe on it.
yeah,
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
A melee attack, anyway.
yeah.
Awesome.
So it's
So-
used half of its movement. You can
Okay.
get-
Cool. So that is 15.
Just double checking. Yeah, that manages to hit it. Roll for damage.
Hell yeah.
You
Well,
are-
fuck. That's a
What happened?
1.
So,
That's a 1 on a d6.
F.
F in the chat.
So my initiative rolls.
yours. So you.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's what you
How'd I
said.
get a 19?
That's what you said. Oh well, I guess I misheard you then.
No, I never rolled initiative.
Oh no, it's because when I asked you earlier, hey Anthony, roll a d. For that was your initiative. Yeah,
Sneaky.
yeah.
If I'd have known that, I'd have added
Secret
my-
initiative.
Yeah, I mean that's why I have your character sheets pulled up, so I could add it or not. I'm sorry, Baxter. Did you roll for damage?
Yeah, I got a nat 1.
It was a 1.
Ooh.
On the damage, but not on the attack.
Yeah,
roll.
on the damage. So
Yeah, your
funnily
boy's a
enough-
little tired.
Yeah, your boy is a little tired, but
Boy's a little
these
sleepy.
surges are so small, so fragile that even such a glancing hit, such as the one that you were able to throw, was able to take the surge.
Oh, it's
Hell yeah.
dead?
So I know I didn't hit him really hard, but I follow through and try to make it dramatic, like I did some awesome amount of damage.
Holy
Yeah,
shit, Baxter, you
way
killed
too.
the fuck out of that thing. Oh my god, dude, this guy's a killing machine. Dude, take on the bear.
Hell
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Robot. We don't really need you. We got Baxter here. Fucking.
Returning to mothership. Just fly away.
Just me and my
Grab one of
tiny
the twigs
sword.
or whatever, and let it bat me up.
Hell yeah.
1,000-foot vertical jump.
I'll play you out, Eden.
All right. So,
Alright, whose turn is
get,
it?
like an actual guitar and play these songs. That would be so cool.
Or a soundboard.
Great.
Just have some clips on YouTube ready.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, question.
All right. Yeah.
Does Eden have any, signifiers that, he's with, the Utology Foundation?
Nope. What you see before you is a very, very preternaturally tall being that is also very, very wide. How well lit is it? This place?
It's like kind of
Dimly lit.
a
You
thick
see
boy.
a red silhouette that is about 8 feet tall and 5 feet wide, and a laser beam shot in your direction from it. This
Alright,
does not look like a person at all, but you can't quite tell.
Would I
it's too
recognize
late.
it? Would I recognize it as an enforcement droid or something from my years working with Utology?
So yeah, Geset, you would recognize this as Eden.
Oh, awesome! All right. Oh my God, it's Eden. Oh, Baxter, you don't know Eden. We did some work together a while back. But hey, Eden, how's it going?
you guys. It's you're still in the middle of combat.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, talking is a free action. Step off,
Yeah.
DM.
Yeah, you're so casual.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, what? We're not in any danger. It's still
Eden
just trying
calculates
to
that
treat
this
me
Geset being is either invulnerable or an idiot.
You're not in any danger. There's only a 300-pound bear in front of you, ready to strike. But don't worry.
Hey,
about
hey, I
it.
killed
Okay,
the
whose turn is
fuck out
it?
of that thing. You're not in any
killed the fuck
danger
out
with
of
me.
the Sturge. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
When
so,
is it
so
in
obviously
third?
I'm very powerful, and I can kill the fuck out of the bear.
Yeah, on his own. I don't even need to be here.
I'm really glad that Baxter has that type of confidence. He'll need it in the upcoming.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't really. He just thinks that he does.
Wait,
All
but seriously.
right, so after Baxter takes down one of the Sturges and the other manages to fly away out of the cavern, I leave the three of you guys as well as 3 Sturges and a bear. It is now Geset's.
All right, my turn. All right, I'm gonna do something kind of cool. Hopefully.
Also, just to remind you guys, there is still a Sturge on top of Baxter and one that is attached to Geset. The one on Baxter is just sitting on him. It's not like
It's
it doesn't
chilling.
have viscous thing.
All right.
Yeah, it's chilling.
Okay, so there's 3 and 2 of them are attached to us.
Yeah.
All right, I guess this isn't the best time for some dope ass shit. Let's see. Do I have any good spells for this? I could do another thunderclap. Okay, I'll do another thunderclap. Yeah, I'm. Oh, and the bear's near me this time, right?
Yeah, everything's within melee range.
Oh, so everyone, including Eden.
Except for Eden. Eden's 15 feet away from you guys.
Oh, okay, perfect.
He's the bear is in between you and.
So, first off, I'd like to say, Baxter, I'm really sorry, and then I do another fucking guitar. I just fucking shred the guitar,
All right.
and it's a DC 13. Con.
Oh, a con
Oh,
save?
hell yeah.
What'd
You
you
got a
get?
16 that time.
Hey, there you go.
+1, so 7.
Yeah. There's that thickness.
The thickness. Oh.
Bear witness to the thickness. Bear witness the thickness.
I was just about to say that. I got thicker before your eyes as I killed the sturge.
Oh god, it's.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what? It's you know what? Yeah, that is weird. It's not weird when I do it, but it's weird when you do it.
Let's see.
A little bit. So, as you strum your guitar, 2 of the 3 sturges, the ones on top of Geset and on top of Baxter, really don't like the music you're jamming out to, and they take damage.
2 damage.
However, the sturge on the ground and the bear don't seem to be very effective.
2 damage.
I mean, you didn't kill the fuck out of them, but not bad.
Yeah, I'm not quite as hard a hitter
You
as
said that in
Baxter.
character?
No, that's OOC. Unless you
I'm
want
totally
it to be in character.
Baxter the
No, I'd totally say that could be in character if you wanted it.
Baxter the fucking destroyer.
Sure, it's whatever you want it to be.
All right. Yep. That's.
All right. Yeah, so that's
Or
turn.
actually, you know what? Actually,
yeah.
oh, I'm gonna do something kind of fun. I've never done this before in all my time playing D&D. I am going to strum my guitar more peacefully and sing a little ballad about Baxter the Destroyer. Baxter
Is that a spell or a free action?
Yeah,
Destroyer. That bear's gonna need a fucking lawyer.
Wow.
And I give him bardic inspiration.
Did you use action surge first?
No, it's a bonus action.
Oh shit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I have 3
Oh,
per
hell
long
yeah.
rest. So, for 10 minutes, you can add it. So you can add 1d6 to 1 ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. This can be
Cool.
added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Wait, did you say add 1d6?
Yep, 1d6.
That's neat.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's bardic inspiration,
Yeah.
baby.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Nova, could you describe what Baxter feels as Geset performs this for him?
Horny. No, yeah, he just feels like he knows he was kind of bluffing, like about like kicking that stupid fly's ass, but like after the song, like he genuinely kind of leaves like, you know what? Yeah, I fucked that thing up. Like, it just makes him more delusional.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Fuck yeah, dude. If he's already confident, might as well.
Yeah,
He wants to appear confident, but now he feels confident.
yeah, that's the power of inspiration.
Hey, turning socially
He
awkward.
feels
now
1d6
into
more confident.
Lastname.
I wish I was 1d6 more confident.
That's fair.
Just casually throughout the day. So Geset sings her inspiring song to Baxter, and he gets a rush of courage, and he feels like he could take on the world. While he's kind of reveling in that feeling, the last and final remaining Sturge decides to try and make a last attack at Eden. So the Sturge.
The bug's gonna
rushes
try to
toward-
drink the blood
Yeah.
of the robot?
Well, because the other two, Baxter and Geset, have already killed most of the Sturges, so he's like, well, this seems to be the least deadly thing in the room. So this Sturge...
The killer death robot sent in to
Oh
kill.
yeah, you run, you bug.
Seems less deadly
All
than
it
the
seems is
goo
a
girl
large
and the
red
fucking
man.
twink.
So this Sturge tries to fly over to Eden and attack. So as one might expect, it's a pretty small creature. Its proboscis is intimidating to fleshy beings, but maybe not so much to metal. And so it flies right up to Eden, and its proboscis just kind of plinks off the metal, and it's just sitting
Man, you just cannot catch a break, can you?
apparently.
First you tried to drink a goo girl, and then you fucking...
He's
Right.
just, most
all
of
your
these surgeons,
friends
they're used to
die.
being able to kind of suck the blood out of whatever. This is the first time where they've ever really had issues. And now, it is Baxter.
Alright, back to the destroyer!
So it's just the bear and the sturge left?
Yeah, it's just the sturge, which is the Eden, and the bear, which is in melee range of both you and Geset.
Take the bear.
Did the bear actually attack us, or was it just attacking sturge?
It tried.
It
and
tried to kill me,
failed. Yeah.
Okay.
but it failed.
Okay, I guess I'm going for the bear then.
Cool.
I mean, fuck it. I have inspiration, so...
Hell yeah, dude.
I've inspired you to do it.
Make a
Oh
mad dash for that bear.
I'm gonna use that inspiration now.
What'd you roll?
An 8.
No, don't waste it
Oh.
then.
You sure?
Yeah, because, like, even if you roll the 6, that would only be 14, and it's gotta have higher AC than me.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So I rolled an 8.
Okay, and that's your final roll.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So, after this beautiful song that Geset has sung you, you feel ready, you feel determined, you've killed some bugs, that bear is going down. You charge at it with what weapon?
Probably still my short sword.
Cool. You charge at it with your short sword. You're really going for it. You grab it by the hilt and try and drive it into this bear's fur. It kind of just slides through the fur like a comb. You get rid of one of the knots. It's actually kind of quite convenient, but it doesn't really hurt the...
That's what I meant to do. I
Hey,
was just trying to
good-
fix this bear's look, you know?
Good job, Baxter. Back to the
Bear with
destroyer,
Simone.
everybody.
Oh,
Woo!
I'm working on that one for years.
That was in my spot. I couldn't reach it. Oh. This bear sadly doesn't seem to be very fashion oriented. It notices the steel running through its fur and it gets a little pissed. So it gets just a little, just a little
Sitting back
pissed.
getting swords swung at it.
So this bear turns around and focuses all its attention on you, Baxter. It raises up one of its huge, massive claws and brings it down right up against your arm. And you take some amount of damage, which I'll roll for now.
What about my armor class?
It rolled like one higher.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, dude. So you take 6 damage.
6? Hey.
So,
By the way, just to clarify for future reference, I think if an attack roll literally matches the armor class, then it counts as a hit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
it
attack
does.
roll has to be less than the armor class for it to count as a blocked hit or a dodged
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah. So this
Hey,
is
you boys looking
Oh.
pretty bad.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Okay.
you wanna describe what your arm kind of looks like? What'd that hit do to you?
I'm very, very bruised, and I've got, I guess, a huge gash. You know,
Ooh.
I'm not looking very good.
Mm.
Don't worry, I got you, bestie.
I'm looking less thick.
Or Baxter.
As if it like reduced your thickness by swiping at you.
Yes. No, the thickness came
Exactly.
from the inspiration.
So after this bear attacks, it's on to Eden. You are 15 feet away from.
Fuck him up, Eden.
Okay. I run at that motherfucker and drive my lance into its ass. Let's see here. That is a 2 plus 4. Oh wait, plus 6. I got an 8 to hit.
Hey, that misses.
Great.
That's exactly what I got.
That is exactly what you got. Okay. So Eden runs up with his surprisingly massive spear. As he gets closer to you guys, you start to really take in how this hulking mass of metal.
Dirge.
Oh god. Damn.
As his run is more like just really long strides, and he brings back the javelin to pierce the bear, but the bear manages to kind of dodge out of the way in time, leaving the spear right next to him. It is.
I didn't throw a spear. I was poking him with my lance.
Oh, fair enough. It is now Geset's.
All right. Well,
Did he shave off another knot of hair?
Yes.
I'm just here to
very
style the bear
close
up.
shave.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a
trying
naked
to-
bear by the end of this fight.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's
The
got,
bear really just doesn't know what's good for him.
he's got a
Alright,
lot of dreadlocks. It's really not a good
Who
look.
doesn't want a naked bear?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck around. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Baxter.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Yep, just first level Cure Wounds. So, 1d8 plus 3. So,
You guys need to look up what a shaved bear looks like, by the way.
Wow.
oh,
It's
that's
super.
that
it's like-
is 10 hit points, baby.
It's not a bear.
Hell yeah, I'm back up to full.
Then I go for the high five.
Hell yeah.
And my arm falls off.
Oh God!
Always make sure you high five after healing your party.
I did.
All right, it's on the Baxter's turn.
I guess that's still standing there. High five.
Okay, I am. Oh my god, shaved bears are fucked up.
I know,
What?
right? They're really fucked
What?
up. Like,
Why did
oh,
you make me look this up?
They're kind of cool though. Like, I don't know, man. I'd be friends with a shaved bear.
Oh, that's kind of cool, actually.
That's a chicken that they
It looks like a dirty little rat man.
Or maybe
A
not.
dirty little rat man.
It does because it has like a surprisingly human looking face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of does.
It looks like a big dog.
Anyways, shave that
Anyway,
bear, Baxter.
Yeah. So I I give Geset a quick high five, and then I'm going in
Yay!
for a vengeance on this bear,
Hell yeah!
and that's a 6. So I mean, I chop off another
Your high
curl,
five
you know.
gives you advantage. Baxter, you're inspired. Roll again.
Okay. Okay, I'll take it.
You feel the sweet warmth of her slime residue left on your fingertips, and it just really makes you want to attack something.
Really, it kind of makes you angry.
Ooh,
Oh my
that's
God.
11.
There'd be nothing
Hell
quite
yeah.
like some bear fur to rub this off on.
You can
Yeah.
use your bardic inspiration.
You just barely managed to get a hit.
Barely.
Hey! Okay,
How much damage?
All right.
I completely forgot I need to roll damage. I'm not used to that
roll
after missing so much.
damage
Fucking hell!
You
That's
good?
another one!
Oh my god.
I need to change dice.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, you're using real dice. They're not weighted, are they?
No, they aren't.
I'm
They
assuming
shouldn't
you
be.
wouldn't buy weighted dice to use in a D&D session if they're weighted for the ones.
I hope they're not weighted. They shouldn't be.
Who would sell weighted dice? That's a horrible business model. Like in that, like I can see someone selling like weighted to get like 4 natural 20s in a row, but like, why? Like that means you have
I don't know what
shitty
you guys are
dice.
talking about. I can totally see people buying weighted dice.
Everything has its this.
Especially if nobody else has the idea.
Fair enough. It is on.
Oh, is the bear not dead?
No, the bear's not dead.
No,
No, I only did 1
Baxter the
damage.
Destroyer did 1 damage.
Yeah.
I was just trying to shave it more. Give it a nice haircut.
Its attack also, like, it has dodged a lot of shit, too.
Alright. I wrap my arms around that motherfucker and I try to take him down.
Oh, shit. Grapple check?
Oh yeah. Let's go. A little strength athletics check. Alrighty.
Okay.
That's a D20. It's a 19, but hold on. That's +4 and I'm proficient, so it's a 25.
Holy shit. So this bear rolls a 16 plus 4, which is a 20. But you, this massive motherfucker, Oh, 24 on a grapple. You take it to the ground. Or, well, no, you have it in a grapple. That's what it is. Yeah.
All right, nice.
Let's see here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shaped squirrels
I
look
just hold it
pretty
against the
weird
ground.
too.
I'm just like burying my weight down on top of this motherfucker so I can't move.
Yeah. So let me just read through the grappled condition. So we make sure everyone's on the same page. So when something is grappled, pulling up this page.
You guys should look up a shaved squirrel.
Oh, I was looking at a shaved bunny, and it kind of looks like a kung fu mask. So yeah, no, the bear just can't move, man. He's being grappled by Eden. His movement's 0. He's pretty stuck there at the moment.
All right, whose turn?
It is Geset.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna do the pro gamer move. I stick out both my hands and I form 2 small daggers, and I'm going to attack with one of the daggers. So it's a +4 to hit. 12.
You managed to hit.
Hey! All right, that's 1d4 + 2.
Awesome.
Oh, that's 6 more damage.
Hell yeah.
And now, because of my, where is it? I have a special, I can do a thing.
You can do a thing?
As a bonus action, because of 2 weapon fighting, when you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding in the other hand. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage of the bonus attack unless that modifier is negative. If either weapon has a thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making a melee attack with it. So, do I not add the... So, is it just 1d4 with the second attack?
From what you said, it sounded like it should just be the full damage from that second attack as well.
Cool. Alright, so then I roll again. Nat 20!
Oh,
hell yeah.
dude.
Hell yeah! So I crit it. I take the second dagger in my right hand, and I fucking. All right, so that's 2 + 2, which is 4. So that's 8 damage with the crit.
Hell yeah! So
So,
that's on top of the first 6 as well.
Yep. So that's 14 damage.
God damn, that's a lot of fucking damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So this bear at this point, it's still standing. You guys haven't managed to bring it down yet, but it's pretty bloodied. It's starting to limp a little bit. You can tell that it doesn't feel fully
Oh, it ain't standing and
comfortable.
it ain't limping.
Oh,
That motherfucker's like prone on the ground.
Yeah, it's
He's
certainly
got a
not
ton
standing.
on him.
that's fair. I mean, he's standing as much as he can be with a giant robot on top of him. But you do manage to take a pretty sizable chunk out of it, Geset. That was a pretty severe hit.
Woo!
Now it's on to Baxter's.
Okay.
All right, Baxter. Baxter the Destroyer. Finish it.
Okay, here we go. I rolled an 8, so not really a turn.
Okay.
Did you use your inspiration already?
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Baxter, but even with this bear not moving, you try and stab it in the leg, and it's able to move itself out of the way, almost as if like a last form of resistance.
It's like, no way I'm letting this wimp hit me.
I'm not gonna let this dagger take me down.
No twink will ever defeat me. I'm a bear.
So, since this bear really can't do anything else, it is now its turn. It's gonna try and succeed a strength check against Eden to get to break the grapple. Yeah, fuck that bear up, Anthony.
2 + 2. That is 8. 8?
8? Okay. So, even with all of Eden's mass bearing down on top of this bear, it still managed to kind of wiggle and lift the arm up, or Eden up just enough that it's able to wiggle its way out from under. It's used up its turn, but it is free. But now, it is Eden.
Grapple it now. Let's see here. How far away is the closest either, like, as far as the ground goes, gain or drop in elevation? Are there any, like, stalagmites nearby, or pillars, or walls within, say, 15 feet?
Oh, yeah, there's, like, walls really close by. I'd say, like, 10 to 15.
10 to 15 feet, okay.
Kind of, the closer, the wall that's 10 feet away from you would be in between, or would have Geset and Baxter in between at those sides.
Okay. I'm gonna just punch that motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I have to go and tackle. Well, I got a 4 in there, I remember that. 11 and then plus strength. I got a 17 to hit.
Yeah, you got a really good hit. You definitely hit that motherfucker.
Alright, so
Hell yeah, Eden.
That's 4 plus 2 is 6 plus strength, which is 4. I do 10 damage.
That's the finishing blow. How would you like to narrate the scene?
Okay. So I'm grappling this motherfucker, right? And he's all squeezing out, but before he can get too far away from me, I just drive that fist right on his head as it's still close to the ground and give him a good smashing. I just sandwich that motherfucker between steel and whatever the hell this mine is made out of.
Just rock.
Which honestly, I'm not too
You just
impressed with.
fucking jackhammer him.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I scramble his eggs.
That's the end of this encounter. Eden
All right.
smashes
How
its
much
head
experience do we
into the
get?
ground. I'm sorry, what'd you guys say?
How much experience do we get?
Oh yeah, fair point. You guys get... Oh,
5 squigs, 1 bear.
5 squigs, 1 bear. One thing I totally forgot to check before this, I'm gonna do real quick, is if you provide experience party.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I want to say that as long as everybody is there for the kill, then everybody gets that creature kill.
Oh wait, would I get experience for the
Eye gouger?
Yeah, you do. I just didn't want to mention it in game, but yeah, you did. Let me check experience that was. I have it right up here. You got 50 experience from the eye carver.
Awesome.
Yeah, alright. Let me just skim through. I'm still gonna. The bearer gives you guys all 200 experience, and I'm pretty sure whether this says that we don't give it, whether you split the experience or not, I'm gonna give that to you guys.
How much does 1 squig give?
Oh,
the flying squigs?
One little squig, it gives 25.
25, and there were 5 of them? Okay, so plus 2.
Or there were 4 of them, because 1 escaped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You said each was 25?
Yes.
So Baxter, you and I gained 300 XP. Geset, you gained 350.
If you're including eye carver, yeah.
Awesome. So we're level 2 now.
Yeah, everybody dings.
Fuck yeah.
So
this has been your guys' first official fight against an actual threat.
All right. Should we level up now, or should we save it for later?
It's kind of up to you guys, man.
I'd like to level up now.
Okay.
And level up they did. Thank you all so much for checking out the first episode of Dungeons and the Homosexual Agenda. We really put a ton of work into making this first episode great, and I hope you all enjoyed it. It's been a few weeks since we recorded it, and I can assure you that the audio quality has gotten so much better. We had some tech troubles on this first recording, but I hope you liked it anyway. If you enjoyed this episode, stay tuned, because we have a couple episodes already recorded. They're pretty cool. I'm actually finishing this up before we record another one today. I've said it way too much, but I really can't thank you enough for checking us out. If you enjoyed the music, we did not create it, but we'll tell you that we got it from freestockmusic.com. There's oh my god, how do you pronounce that? Mechanolith by Kevin MacLeod. http://incompetech.com. So go check that out. That's the Eden song. There's Catharsis by Punch Deck. https://soundcloud.com/punch or -deck. My Mysterious Planet by Free Music. https://soundcloud.com. See, I'm reading out all the URLs because I looked up a lot of information about how Creative Commons licensing works, and I'm just trying to cover my bases because I would hate for this to get taken down because we spent so much time on this. Then there's Another Day of Moon by Batchbug, https://soundcloud.com/batchbug. And then there was music that was just by freestockmusic.com. So again, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you stay safe and sound during the quarantine. Bye-bye!